The COVID-19 pandemic has been one of the most significant global events in recent history. Since the first cases were reported in Wuhan, China in December 2019, the virus has spread rapidly across the world, infecting millions of people and causing hundreds of thousands of deaths. As the pandemic has progressed, the development of COVID-19 updates and news has become increasingly important in keeping people informed about the latest developments and helping to prevent the spread of the virus. One of the key challenges in reporting on COVID-19 has been the speed at which the situation has been evolving. In the early days of the pandemic, there was a great deal of uncertainty about the virus and how it spread. As a result, news outlets and public health officials were often playing catch-up, trying to keep up with the latest developments and provide accurate information to the public. One of the most important developments in the early stages of the pandemic was the development of diagnostic tests for COVID-19. These tests allowed doctors and public health officials to identify cases of the virus and track its spread. However, there were significant challenges in developing these tests, including shortages of key materials and a lack of standardization in testing protocols. As the pandemic progressed, the development of COVID-19 updates and news became increasingly important in helping to prevent the spread of the virus. Governments and public health officials around the world began to implement a range of measures to slow the spread of the virus, including social distancing, mask mandates, and travel restrictions. These measures were often controversial, and there was a great deal of debate about their effectiveness and their impact on the economy and society. One of the most significant developments in the fight against COVID-19 has been the development of vaccines. In record time, multiple vaccines have been developed and approved for use around the world. These vaccines have been shown to be highly effective in preventing severe illness and death from COVID-19, and they have been a key tool in slowing the spread of the virus. However, the development of COVID-19 updates and news has not been without its challenges. One of the biggest challenges has been the spread of misinformation and conspiracy theories about the virus. These false claims have ranged from the idea that the virus is a hoax to the belief that vaccines are dangerous or ineffective. This misinformation has been spread through social media and other online platforms, and it has made it more difficult for public health officials to communicate accurate information to the public. Another challenge has been the politicization of the pandemic. In many countries, the response to the pandemic has become a political issue, with different parties and interest groups taking different positions on measures such as mask mandates and lockdowns. This has made it more difficult to develop a coordinated response to the pandemic and has led to confusion and uncertainty among the public. Despite these challenges, the development of COVID-19 updates and news has been a critical tool in the fight against the pandemic. By providing accurate information about the virus and its spread, news outlets and public health officials have helped to slow the spread of the virus and save lives. As the pandemic continues to evolve, it will be important to continue to develop and communicate accurate information about the virus and its impact on society.